Hi, my name is Emma Anderson, and this is my final project description for GIS 410. My problem is assuming that North Carolina wishes to expand their network of hurricane evacuation routes, and I'm looking for a potential 1 to 3 new routes to take based on the following criteria listed here. And my goal is to find these routes so that it can accommodate this criteria using previous routes intersecting with new roads so we can create faster alternate routes. So my analysis questions are as follows. My question 1 that uses the web map in the part 1 of the final project is how many schools intersect within a 10-mile hospital buffer but are not already within a 5-mile buffer or radius of an already established evacuation route. So the answer I found here was 303 schools. So this is data that we can look down here and see that allows for us to analyze areas that are crowded, potentially in need of an alternate route due to congestion or an influx of people trying to leave in the event of an emergency. Also, question 2 is based on storm surge data and quickness of the storm surge. What is the quickest and shortest way to travel between two locations? This analysis is going to be using the route tool, and this will help us determine the best way based on previous evacuation routes, other roads, storm surge data, and traffic data. And finally, question 3 is what is the total length of the new proposed evacuation routes found based on the criteria and show their location. These locations will be able to be seen in the layout provided in part 3 of the final project. And these calculations will help us in implementation of the project problem that we're based around. So as you can see in my data description, these data pieces right here are all used for question 1 in the web map. So let's take a look at the web map. So we can see here, we can start from the home content, go here to potential evacuation routes for NC, you can see we have a project description kind of based on question 1 with the answer, the layers used, access constraints, and also some tags for the NC State users. And as we see here, we have the data. The blue dots represents the schools that we found that are within 10 miles of a hospital but not within 5 miles of a current route. So these routes are based on this green line here. Black lines represent other roads within North Carolina. We have the hospital markers we used, and also the storm surge data. So just wanted to include that as I move on in my process. Kind of scroll down here. You can see that some of these layers are not seen here, but they were used in the analysis. We have my legend. Helps dictate these. So these are going to be used as potential areas and pinpoints while creating this new route. So we can go back here and we see that the expected outcomes, as again we want to provide 1 to 3 potential new evacuation routes within the next 5 years is the final goal, and identifying these routes based on the criteria. And down here is my analysis of how I'm going to utilize the 3 questions. And finally, this is data that will be used for the next couple questions, as well as I will be adding new data within this project as the project moves on. Thank you.